JD Vance, iaitu Vice President, cakap, "I'd like to hear an argument for why Powell cut rates 50 points right before an election, but can't do it now with inflation lower." Right, so JD Vance telah tanya ni directly kepada, well, not directly lah, tapi dia telah post. And basically, Powell is saying, the reason why we haven't cut rates is because both our internal and external forecasts suggest that inflation will rise significantly this year. Right, tapi US is not in a recession. So, Powell makes sense. Powell ni dia power lah, right? He likes to remain neutral. Dia tengok dia punya data forecast memang power. And with all that's happening now dengan perang yang sedang berlaku, the forecast is of course going to show that inflation akan naik. Right? Sebab bila perang berlaku, terutamanya kepada negara dalam Middle East yang mempunyai kuasa ke atas pengeluaran oil, right, minyak, seperti Iran control I think 20% pengeluaran minyak di seluruh dunia. Or at least they control the Strait of Hormuz, iaitu kawasan laluan kapal minyak lah, right? So kalau mereka tutup ni, atau kalau mereka berada dalam sebuah peperangan, right, pengeluaran minyak disekat, right? And bila harga minyak naik, harga barang akan naik. Bila harga barang naik, you go into inflation. When there's inflation, the Fed cannot cut rates. When there's no rate cut, there's no money in the market, right? So basically, this is all the things yang Powell kena ambil, that he has to take into consideration, right? Tetapi walau bagaimanapun, there has been news that in the short term, people are expecting that the closest we may get a rate cut ialah bulan Julai. But again, they've been saying it over and over again. Right? They think the closest is this date. They think the closest is this date, lepas tu tak jadi. They think the closest is this date, lepas tu tak jadi. So now they think the closest is July. But bagi saya, right now the news is very, very unpredictable, right? Especially because of the wars yang sedang escalate. So for me, the best thing to do right now is, yes, pay attention to the news, tapi kena faham juga bila news tu berlaku and try and combine it with technical indicators. Right? Sebab bagi saya, technical is still the best. Right? Sebab biasanya the market sudah price in apa yang akan berlaku. So, let's get into it. Minggu ni, since our last video, kita dah enter 2 long BTC yang sangat-sangat meletup. Ya, yang sangat meletup. So, we got a really nice BTC long trade. Right, kita masih sedang hold long dari bawah. We entered at about 99. Yeah, at about 99. Dan kita telah re-enter lagi sebuah long yang baru. Right, we re-entered another long at around 104, 105 macam tu. And kita masih sedang hold. So, let's go through what are the current levels yang saya sedang monitor, what is price currently doing, and let's see what could happen. Sebab kita nak, tak lama lagi kita nak tutup bulan ini and masuk kepada bulan yang baru. So let's take a look at what opportunities we have. So pastikan anda tengok video ini sampai habis. And by the way, we are trading on Wix. Yeah, we are using Wix platform. Wix sedang ada 20% deposit bonus. So if you guys nak buka account Wix and nak deposit and trade menggunakan Wix, why not guna duit yang dia bagi free? Right, so link untuk Wix saya akan letak di bawah. Right, you guys boleh claim 20% deposit bonus. Now let's get into the charts. First of all, let's look at the liquidations. So dalam 24 jam dah ada 160 juta liquidations, and kebanyakan ialah short. Right, kebanyakan ialah short. That means orang sedang cuba untuk short. Right, and I'm going to show you exactly why orang sedang cuba untuk short. Tapi usually orang akan enter terlalu awal. Okay, that's why mereka kena liquidate. So I'm going to show you the exact levels yang saya nak trade nanti. Jangan lupa like, comment and subscribe video ini kalau you guys suka content macam ini. Looking at the heat map. Yeah, at the heat map, the largest cluster yang belum kena sweep lagi ialah di atas at 110, ya. 600 juta liquidation masih ada di atas ni. Ya, kita dah bersihkan sedikit di bawah ni, right? Not that much lah compared to up here. Tapi di atas ni masih ada banyak. we still have a lot. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Let's look at 2 weeks. Looking at the 2 week heat map, yes, we have this zone above yang kita sedang masuk. Ada 200 juta, banyak juga for like a midterm zone. 265 juta at 109. This is getting close to 110. So if we push up to here, it's likely we're going to sweep 110, right, in my opinion. Okay, tapi ada beberapa cabaran lah kalau nak breakout ke atas. Let's take a look at the charts right now. So, sekarang kita berada di atas monthly open. So, if we look at our monthly levels, yeah, monthly open sini this level right here. Yesterday's low, yesterday's previous day low dan juga monthly open selari, right? They line up very very nicely. So, we are above the monthly open right now. And kalau tengok cara kita bergerak ke atas ni, it's very very weird lah, right? A lot of people would see this as an ascending triangle or whatever, yang kemungkinan besar akan break ke bawah, right? Akan break ke bawah, right? But given that we are above the monthly dan sekarang dah ada, I mean, we only have like 5 more days till the month ends. Right, 5 more days till the month ends. I see it as a bit unlikely yang kita akan break ke bawah monthly open and close candle monthly sebagai bearish, right, dalam masa 5 hari. Unless ada sebuah news yang keluar yang betul-betul buat market takut, then there's a possibility that we break below, right, that we break below, lose the monthly open and close monthly in a bearish candle. But for now, since we are above the monthly, right, we are above the point of control, I think that we will actually continue higher and possibly reach the value area high of this range. Ya, barulah kita akan reverse. So for me right now, the ideal trade, kita dah ada long dari bawah sini, right? Kita dah enter lagi long baru di sini. So for now, we're currently in the middle, berdekatan dengan value area high. So ideally kita nak cari short, right? Ideally kita nak cari short. Remember, always want to buy low and sell high. Buy low, sell high. So right now we are entering high zone. We are entering high zone. So kita nak mula untuk cari short. Okay. Now, kenapa ramai orang telah kena liquidate ialah sebab di sini ada sebuah level yang penting ya. This level right here was a strong liquidation, strong liquidity level, right? And I think ramai orang mula short dari sini. Sampai sini orang mula short, tapi price just grinded up and continued to climb. So right now there's a few levels to pay attention to. Yang pertama, kita boleh tarik previous week low, previous week high kepada previous week low. Kita extend dia sikit and we can see that we are currently at the 786 level. Yeah, we are at the 786 level. Kalau kita tarik ini, right, which is the monthly high, I think this will be the monthly high, yeah, June monthly high and possibly the June monthly low. Kita tarik this month's high to this month's low, we can see that the 786 is just up here. We've already broken past the 618, right? Right now we are currently lining up with the 786. Okay, let's pull another fib. Kita tarik from the complete high of this range to the low of this range. So this whole range, right, the high and the low, and we can see again we are right now at the 618, right, and the 786 ialah di sini. So there's a few levels. Zone ni agak besar lah, right, tapi dalam zone ini ada banyak level resistance, right, and that's why kita nak mula untuk cari short position. So if we were to look for short, my ideal short is of course if we can find something at the value area high di kawasan 108, 110. Bila kita dah sweep liquidity, that will be the best place to look for a short. Tetapi disebabkan kita dah ada beberapa confluence di sini, right, even here we're lining up with the 786. Bila kita tarik ni, the whole range high to range low, we're lining up with the 618. Dan kita ada this supply zone right here. Right, nampak? This is like a head and shoulders. Yeah, so this is a supply zone yang pernah kena respect sekali di sini. Well, almost lah, almost. Right now we're entering here dalam sebuah ascending triangle yang kemungkinan besar akan break ke bawah, right, based on technical analysis. Dan kita ada divergence on the 1 hour time frame, right? This whole pattern, tengok dia naik, but here we are going down. So this whole pattern is a divergence, right? So there is a possibility yang kita mungkin akan break ke bawah dari sini, but break ke bawah ke mana? Like I said, the monthly open is our first support level, and to lose the monthly open, I don't know, will we lose the monthly open? Tengok candle monthly, ini monthly time frame ya. Candle monthly macam ni, kalau nak short, we're expecting it to at least break below the monthly open and close bearish, right? So for that to happen, I don't know, kena ada something lah. We need some kind of catalyst untuk really push price down, right? But based on technicals, kalau nak short dari sini, boleh, it's valid, because there's a lot of technical indicators yang menunjukkan price mungkin akan buat reversal. But I would like to keep my stop loss a bit tighter. My first target would be the monthly open. Not bad actually, 1/1, looks okay. If you want a tighter stop loss, mungkin sini pun boleh, right, above this supply zone. So entering a short, maybe not that bad of an idea, mungkin okay juga. So potential short levels boleh enter di sini, but first target is the monthly open, right? So 1/1, kita cari dari zone 1067 sampai ke 1074 untuk short. This, I would say this is like a B grade short lah, B grade, sebab kita di pertengahan, right? Kita di antara value area high dan point of control. We're in the middle, right? An A grade short ialah bila kita dah sweep liquidity dekat atas ni, right? We make a nice reversal pattern di sini, right? Some style nice reversal pattern. Then kita short dari atas 110. That would be a better short for me, right? Once we're at the clear resistance level. Sekarang di pertengahan ni, it's okay, right? It's okay, but not ideal. So kalau saya enter short sini, mungkin risk saya akan kurangkan sikit lah. Maybe saya enter half of the margin yang saya biasa guna. So risk maybe 0.5, right? Kalau you biasa risk 5%, 10% of your account, then maybe cut it in half, 2.5%, 5%, something like that, right? So at least kalau dia naik lagi, you ada chance untuk DCA, so you can manage your risk better. So two short potential shorts ialah dari sini, right? And ideally somewhere dekat atas ni lah, 110 macam ni. Tapi ini masih jauh sikit, right? Yeah, so this would be my plan for now. Potentially enter a small short position. If you're currently holding long, you boleh enter sebuah small shorts. But then that way you're hedging, right? You ada exposure dua arah, right? Exposure dua arah tapi risk satu arah saja, right? Sebab you already have profit dari bawah sini, right? So even if price comes down, right, your long is still in profit, your short pun dapat profit sikit. Yeah, so something to consider. Maybe I will enter this short right here dengan margin yang kecil sikit, right? Yeah, but I think this is my plan for now. I'm leaning towards short sebab kita berada lebih berdekatan dengan resistance. Okay, so this is the midweek plan. This is what I'm looking at. Let's see what happens. Malam ni ada news juga. 10 p.m. Powell is going to be testifying. Where is it? Yeah, so Fed Powell testifies at 10 p.m. tonight. Okay, besok pun ada unemployment claims, right? So let's see what the news brings us. Maybe I'll wait for the news to come out before I enter this short. So yeah, this is the plan. Kalau you guys nak tengok exactly cara saya trade, bila saya enter, exit, TP, stop loss, semua, how I manage risk and everything, you guys can join the Kaizen Crypto Academy. Yeah, we're going to be having a live session very soon untuk futures trading. So kalau you guys nak belajar futures trading, nak faham apa pathway dalam futures, cara scale up, cara grow, cara how to be successful in futures trading, make sure you join the Kaizen Crypto Academy. Link semua saya akan letak di bawah. Itu saja untuk video kali ini. See you guys in the next video.